Shalom friends, welcome back to Exodus Reactions Part 4. Now our story takes a pretty weird turn. It's a turn that often gets left out of major adaptations for obvious reasons because the vibes are just too weird. It's kind of like the Tom Bombadil chapters in Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's interesting, but it also derails the flow. So I'm going to leave it out too. I'm going to fast forward right to the part where Moses and Aaron get reunited. Moses gives Aaron the previously on recap and brings him up to speed. They gather the Israelite elders. Moses and Aaron say everything that Hashem had told them to. And frankly, for these poor people who had been enslaved their entire lives, this is a big cathartic moment. Hashem noticed them, heard their prayers, and is gonna do some salvation. They bow down, and this moment is giving season 1 finale vibes. However, it's not smooth sailing. Moses and Aaron roll up to Pharaoh and say, "Hey there, Hashem, the God of Israel, says, let my people go celebrate a 3-day festival in the wilderness to me. Just the length of one Coachella weekend." But Pharaoh says, "Who is Hashem? I don't know her, and I'm definitely not giving up my entire slave labor force for some rando god I've never heard of. So shut up and leave me alone, and not only that, but I'm gonna make everything 10 times worse for the Israelites just because I feel like it and you ruin my day." So all the Israelites are pretty upset about this, and they're like, "Moses and Aaron, you suck. We hope God punishes you." And Moses is like, "See, I can't do this. I get tongue-tied. I just can't." And God says, "Moses, calm down. You aren't alone. You've got Aaron and also me. Now go back to Pharaoh and start flexing." This time when they see Pharaoh, Aaron throws down the rod and it turns into a snake. And Pharaoh's like, "Oh, that is impressive." Just kidding. I can do that too. And the Egyptian priests did the same with their rods. However, Aaron's snake did consume the other two, but yet Pharaoh did not look up from his phone. He could not be bothered. And thus commenced Operation Fuck Around and Thou Shalt Find Out, aka the 10 plagues. Plague 1. Moses and Aaron strike the Nile with the rod. It turns into blood. The ecosystem is ruined. All the fish die. It's not drinkable. However, the Egyptian priests could do something similar, so Pharaoh was again unbothered. Plague 2. Moses circles back to Pharaoh and says, "If you still refuse to let our people go into the wilderness to worship like we asked, then you get the frogs." And I know you might think that's funny, but we're not talking Kermit with a banjo here. They will emerge from your every water source. You will not remember a time before frogs. They'll be in your food. Try to lay down at night, whoops, there's frogs there. Want to take a shower? Frogs. Reach for the soap, too late, it's a frog. Pharaoh was, of course, unmoved. So Aaron held his arm over the waters of Egypt, and the frog apocalypse began. Stay tuned for part 5.